Todd Anderson getting ready. Two rivals set to square off and leave it all on the field. It's the Baltimore Orioles and the Boston Red Sox. First pitch coming your way next. Back now at Fenway. And pitching in this game, Todd Anderson. What do you have on him, Siggy?
Yeah, Bogey had the swing and miss stuff working last time out. Had 10 punch outs. So much fun to watch. That's if you're on the defensive side, not as a hitter. We'll see today if he can bring the same type of result.
Now it's the second baseman, Zach Geloff.
Second baseman.
Bunting for a hit. And it goes just foul. Geloff getting the start at second. A member of the 1,000 hit club. And he's won a Silver Slugger in the American League. Oh, 2 now. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
And now, Brian Baez.
He's been on fire at the dish lately. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one.
Just off the outside edge. And that's ball 1. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt.
1 ball, 1 strike.
1 out, bases empty.
Outside, ball.
Wow, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. And it's 3-2. Swing and a high fly ball right field.
I got it.
Carroll makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Batting third, the shortstop.
2 down, bases empty. Now it's the shortstop, Gunnar Henderson. And that one wrapped foul. 2 outs, bases empty.
Ball. 1-1.
That one hit the knees for a strike.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Stepping in, Kyle Mansardo.
No, ball.
First offering, and it just misses. Runner on the go. Strike in there. And that's a stolen base, not even close.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe it back against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him, thinking that they can even steal a base. But right here, they successfully moved that runner up to scoring position. Good job.
Swings through that one for strike two.
Cold night
One
tonight,
ball, 2
Boog,
strikes.
and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
On the outside corner, got him looking.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the second. And now Chase DeLauder. Anderson back to work. Swinging a foul straight back. Anderson, a former MVP, he features a four-seam fastball, a changeup, a slurve, and he occasionally uses a curve. Out to center.
I got it.
Ritchie puts it away for the out. And there's one down.
Batting sixth, the left fielder,
And next for the Red Sox, Evan Carter. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful.
And I would say that most great defensive outfielders, it's kind of natural. There is some work that you can do to it to improve your game, but ultimately you either have it or you don't.
And that's it for a strike. 0-1.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial Gold Glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play,
No
you
balls,
would
2
imagine that
strikes.
that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
The next offering misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Yeah, some guys just have instincts, right? I mean, that's the way it goes. We talk about Larry Walker, the Hall of Famer, and his instinct on the bases, despite the fact that he didn't play a ton of baseball as a kid. I remember Mark Kotsay was a real good defensive outfielder. Good instincts, not great speed. One down, base is empty. And a swing and a miss. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
Here's the veteran outfielder, Drew Gilbert.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. On the ground to third. Tosses to first. And that ends the inning. So they go quietly there. We head on now to the top of the third. We're tied 0-0. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
the right fielder, Jackson Warren.
That's a strike. 0-1. Just
No,
missed.
that missed.
Next offering is fouled back.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And now the lefty fights that one away. Still 1-2. That's a little bit
That's
low.
the ball.
Got him swinging.
Man, I really like the ability to bounce back right there after not getting the call he probably should have gotten. He didn't let it affect his focus, and he came back with another good pitch to get him swinging.
Next to hit, Diego Cartaya. And that is downstairs. And that's ball one. Fastball for a strike. Still tied at 0. Last of the third. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
So the Red Sox lineup turns over, and stepping in for Boston, Zach Geloff. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
0-1.
Two outs.
One,
Swing
one.
at a ground ball. Luke slings to first. An acrobatic play to end the inning. Nothing doing for Boston. Still no score. Ready to go, bottom 4. Now the number 2 hitter, Brian Baez. You know, Singy, they talk about Red Sox Nation, but there is something to that, because the Boston Red Sox aren't just about Boston or Massachusetts. It's that whole New England area. So you're talking about Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, Northern Connecticut. There's a whole segment of the country that is locked in on the Boston Red Sox pitch to pitch throughout the summer. Anderson winds and deals. Foul ball there. What about some of your great teammates with the White Sox? One Hall of Famer in particular.
As a rookie, I was sandwiched between, one future Hall of Famer and one potential Hall of Famer at the time.
1-2.
To my left was Maglio Ordonez, the great right fielder for the White Sox. Then to my right was Frank Thomas.
Out to short. The sliding play at short to first. And they get the out.
The batter, number 2, shortstop,
A great sliding stop. I think we need a breakdown from StatCast to fully appreciate the difficulty of that play.
Yeah, Boog, these numbers show how good of a play it actually was.
And that sliding catch was difficult enough, and somehow he still managed a great throw to first. What a play.
So stepping in for Boston, Gunnar Henderson. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And a swing and a miss there.
You know, real interesting. I think they put me between those two guys because they figured I wouldn't stay in the big leagues very long, so they would have an empty locker between them, and that's kind of how it goes. The big guys usually have some space. Somehow, some way, I was able to stick and, you know, develop some really strong relationships with those guys, and couldn't have been more proud of Frank Thomas when he was elected to the Hall of Fame.
Just missed.
1-1.
All tied up. We're here in the bottom of the 4th.
Two.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
We're going to take a look at the pitch sequence of that at bat, and the thing to notice are the pitch locations. Every single one of them on the edges of the strike zone, and as a hitter, that can be pretty frustrating because you don't expect a pitcher to be able to make quality pitches one after another like that. And so those are tough spots to do damage, and a great demonstration of pitch command, and it got him a punch out that time.
And now Kyle Manzardo. And that's through there for a strike. It's 0-1. Manzardo goes 5 feet 11 inches, 205 pounds, and he's a former Gold Glove Award winner. Missed with a changeup, and now it's even 1-1.
1-1.
Late on that fastball.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
1-2.
Outside low, and it's 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Curve in the dirt.
Count's full.
And a 3-2. Hard hit to third. On to first. Red Sox go 1-2-3. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We played 4. No score. Back inside Fenway Park, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's the DH, Chase DeLauder. Anderson back to work. He swings and fouls one off.
You know, these Red Sox, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They have guys in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for him yet.
And he drops it down the third baseline. And that one missing low. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Got him. One away on the strikeout.
Just a hammer 12-6 curveball right there, Boog. That was exactly what he wanted to do with it. Not a ton of pitchers can throw a true 12-6 break, but he does. And you can't throw it any better than he did right there.
Evan Carter getting ready to hit. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. Right through there for a strike. That misses the
missed.
zone.
That's a ball.
1-1.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
The Red Sox down by 4. Last half of inning number 5. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. That one
That's
just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
This one in the air. Bichette squeezes it, and there's 2 down.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop up and an easy out for the defense.
Gilbert stands in now and watches strike 1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Looking
0-2.
sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Next one,
1 ball,
in the
2
dirt.
strikes.
Just
Nope, ball.
missed.
2-2.
In the air, left field, down the line. Alvarez sprinting after it, and he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. Got him swinging. He chased the changeup, and it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. It's the Orioles 4 and the Red Sox nothing. Back here in Boston, bottom of the inning, digging in is the switch inning outfielder Jackson Warren. And a pitch. In there at the knees. Strike 1.
0-1.
Ball 1
That's a ball.
there. So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
Ball.
Next offering misses down and away.
Expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Whiff number 9 for him in this game. 9.
This guy will throw any pitch in any count. 3-2. He goes off speed, gets the out.
And now here is Diego Cartaya. His first at bat was a strikeout. That clips the zone. That's strike 1.
Man, this guy's got a great
No balls,
feel
1
for his
strike.
breaking ball today.
That misses
that's
the
down.
zone,
Ball.
and it's 1-1. One down, base is empty. Up the middle, gets to it with a slide. Throw to first, nicely done for the out.
Just so impressed with the movement on that play. Footwork was excellent, the arm strength was there, and of course the most important part was getting the out.
So up next, Zach Geloff. Just missed. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a chopper out to short. To first, 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. It's the Orioles 4 and the Red Sox nothing.
Now pitching for
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Matthew Liberatore.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Anderson posted 9 strikeouts and 6 shutout frames.
He went out there and put him in a position to win, Boog, and that's all you can really ask of him. His teammates held up their end of the job, and they go home smiling.